when you look at the educational program that's being rolled out, and it has been for decades and centuries in the Western countries, but also it's being actually exported into our own cultural environments in our own countries. Now, when you look at that in fact, the education system does not look at the interest of the child. It's more focused on the interest of either the economy or developing the child to fulfill one role in his or her life, and that is to be a good worker. But what we need in Islam are good people, not just good workers. We need good people. So essentially what is missing in the educational program, whether it's in this country, whether it's in Western countries, even in our countries, as I said, the ones who've imported or exported from here into our countries, and they've decided to import the Western education system, whether it's due to colonization and still this imperial thought that goes across their mind, thinking that the British or the Western ex-colonial powers are the ones who actually know more about education, and they know what is better than us, which obviously is an inferiority complex. But due to that kind of thinking, they've decided to take that into their countries. And now what we feel is that our identities, the whole purpose of education that Islam teaches, is being stripped away slowly and slowly. Certainly what's happening in the schools in the West, and we know there's a drive towards liberal values, LGBT and those kind of things, and we've got the RSC curriculum, relationship sex education curriculum, that will be introduced in September in Britain at a primary age. It's already been there, and these things are worrying us. They're worrying our parents. They're worrying anyone who's linked to the Deen, to Islam, and knowing that the children of our Ummah, their values are being taken away from them. So it is important. The education system, it addresses these fundamental values. And in essence, when you look at Britain 100 years ago, the values were still there. They were Christian values, but they were conservative values. And over time, they're being eroded. And with that erosion, what's happening is now you're having a lot of disorder within the country. Now, the purpose of the education system, as you well know, is to create, or it should be to create better people. But as I said, they're only focusing on creating good workers, and that is to keep the economy going. And when you do that, education becomes all about me rather than all about us and how we support one another.